This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Olave over the middle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Set, go, ready, go. 60 ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
48-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 10. Stafford now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's a 10-yard loss.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 50 at Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the air is Rattler. Locates Kamara on the out route.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Block 40.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Runs through the contact. Finding space at the 40. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the
And now
play.
defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Set. Yellow 20.
Williams again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Rattler. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Rattler working out of the gun.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Olave motioning to the left. Now Rattler. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Johnson. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 47.
Throwing is Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
In motion right here comes Johnson.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the set, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And it's
Let's go. Go set.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Ready,
now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
At the 44-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Set. 250.
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go.
Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Rattler wants to throw it. Connecting with Johnson.
Complete to Jawan Johnson. A gain of 21 yards.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.